Using cruise control inside of the Ford Maverick is a very straightforward process. There are two different types of cruise control that are available depending on which trim level that you're in. The lower trims won't have the adaptive cruise control standard, but it's going to be normal cruise regardless, and then the adaptive cruise. So the difference, the normal cruise control, you set it at 50. If the car in front of you slows down, yours does not brake. Versus the adaptive cruise control, it's based off of a gap adjustment. So if the car in front of you slows down, yours will automatically brake. They change lanes, you change lanes, it'll pick you back up to your previously set speed. But actually using the system is done with the buttons along the outside here. So you tap the system to turn it on, and when you're driving, it actually sets it at your current speed. As you go to drive, you could then hit down in order to set at a new speed if you'd like to, but you can increase, decrease 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time, push and hold up or push and hold down in order to increase, decrease at larger increments. You'd hit the brake to cancel your speed, the cancel button here to cancel your speed, and then push in the middle here in order to resume your previously set speed. But I mentioned two different types of cruise. So inside of the infotainment system here, if you go into your vehicle features, driving assistance, you've got cruise control. So you can change between either the normal or the adaptive cruise if you'd like to. There's lane centering that's available here, and then there's also your lane keeping assist button there. So lane keeping and lane centering are two very different things. So the lane keeping system, if you start to veer over into another lane without signaling, it's either going to nudge you back into your lane or vibrate the steering wheel, depending on how you have it set up, which I'll show you in a second. But the lane centering system, as long as the lane markings are recognized, it's going to keep you perfectly balanced in your lane. So even if you lose focus for a brief second, rubbernecking like an idiot, etc., it's going to keep you perfectly balanced. It is a phenomenal system when you use it in conjunction with the adaptive cruise control. There's also predictive speed assist. So predictive speed assist with a tolerance level. So are you okay with going over or under the speed limit? But where this comes into play is that if you're going around a bend, it can automatically slow you down when you've got the adaptive cruise control system enabled. But predictive speed assist can also help out with one other thing, and that's if the speed drops. Let's say if it goes from 50 down to 40, it can automatically decrease your speed. If it goes from 40 up to 50, it can increase your speed based off of that tolerance level. So again, okay with going over or under the speed limit, by how much? And then there's also your lane keeping system with your mode that works 3 different ways. Again, you've got the alert, which is just going to be a steering wheel vibration, almost as if you're running over rumble pavement or there's something wrong with your alignment. There's nothing wrong outside of you going into another lane without signaling. There's an aid, which is actually going to nudge you back into your lane. And then there's the alert and the aid, which will do both. So you'll get that vibration and nudge you back into your lane. But you can toggle that keeping system off by pushing the button here. But you've got your gap adjustment button. And the gap adjustment is when you're using the adaptive cruise control system. You can see there are 4 unique levels that are available. So I want you to think of that like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi for how close or far you are away from the leading vehicle. I'm personally okay on level 1 most of the time, but you might want to be on level 2, 3, or 4, just depending on your own personal comfort level. So let's go through a quick little live drive, and I'll show you how the system actually works. Then, if you want live demonstrations, so how to actually use all the different steering wheel buttons, go through the cluster or the infotainment, you'll find full walkthroughs down in the description of this video. Here we go. So right now, the system is actively enabled. So if we push down right now, that's going to set it. I can push and hold up in order to increase at larger increments. It's up or down in order to increase, decrease at lower increments there. So push down in order to go to a lower speed. This is perfect. So if you're coming up to a red light and there's nobody in front of you, you actively have to brake yourself. So it doesn't recognize red lights, but we're cruising. You can hit the cancel button, push in the middle to resume your previously set speed. You can hit the brake, push in the middle there in order to resume your previously set speed on top of that. Then there's your distance indicator. So how close or far are you away from that leading vehicle? So I'm, like I said, okay on level 1 most of the time, and we are cruising right now. Look at that. So it's slowing me up perfectly. My feet are off the gas and the brake. If it's not speeding up fast enough for you, you can hit the accelerator pedal in order to speed up faster if you'd like to. It's just that the second that you tap the brake pedal, you've got to push the button in the middle there in order to resume your previously set speed. There is some stop and go capabilities. So if you come down to a brief stop for a few seconds, it's actively going to keep you at that hold for a second before you're then going to have to push the resume button there in order to resume your previously set speed. But you can see here, it brings you down to a full, well, almost a full complete stop. You started driving again. But again, it's really simple using the system. So you toggle it on or off this way. You could then set your speed here if you'd like to. Push and hold up in order to increase at large increments, or up and down this way to increase, decrease 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time. You can cancel, hit the brake to cancel, push in the middle to resume, toggle that lane keeping system on or off that way as well too. But as I mentioned, if you want full walkthroughs on the different steering wheel buttons, the cluster, or the infotainment, you'll find full walkthroughs down in the description of this video. But that's how you use the cruise control system inside of the Ford Maverick.